Hello friends, second type of ambiguity. Ambiguity is of the second type. Now you can see, I think it's better to give examples rather than give you a speech on the second types of ambiguities. As we have seen, what is happening here is two or more alternative meanings are fully resolved into one. Let's see an example, then it becomes easy. As such a star, the Magi led to view. As such a star, star means star, the Magi led to view. I am going slow because you can write this down now. The manger cradled infant got below. The manger cradled infant God below. God below. Manger cradled infant God below. When I say, sometimes I have heard people pronouncing this as manager. That's why I just smiled. So forget about that. It is my personal problem. Yes. Where virtuous beams by fame derived from you. By virtuous beams by fame derived from you. You here. By virtuous beams by fame derived from you. May apt souls and the worst may virtue know. May apt souls, may apt souls, see, may apt souls, S-O-U-L-E-S, that's whole spelling, and the worst may virtue know. And the worst may virtue know. So these are the lines. Now you have two or more meanings are resolved in one without any difficulty, because you can see there are two may here. No? This is one may, this is first may, this is the second may. Now here is the problem, the ambiguity. The first may means may be expected to. May be expected to. First may be expected to. See? And now you read the poem. This stanza, then you will see. Second may means can if they choose. Second may means can if they choose. Can if they choose. Now see, let's see this. May apt souls and the worst may virtue know. So two meanings resolved in one without any difficulty. Here it means may be expected of apt souls. Apt souls means virtuous souls. We expect all the virtuous souls to know about infant Jesus. See? Then the next one is those who are not virtuous and the worst may virtue know. Can if they choose. That is option. If they want, they can see virtue incarnate here, or virtue when you come in contact with this. Another ambiguity you find is parallel use of by. See, one by here, another by here. It's a parallel use. Now that means the beams of virtue are its fame. The beams of virtue, are its fame. So by virtuous beams by fame derived from you. By virtuous beams by fame derived from you. That means the beams of virtue and its fame. Understand? So by is used in two, one word, but different meanings are there. When we put together, then what happens? It comes very easy. It comes, we can easily understand it like this. By virtuous beams, by fame derived from you, both these bys together you can say the beams of virtue are its fame. The beams of virtue are its fame. And the struggle with may, if you want to call it the struggle, is one is virtuous souls do it. Apt souls. Apt souls, they are expected to. But what about the worst souls? Can if they want. Understand? So it becomes very easy. Okay. Another example. I am giving you a few examples, and if you want to say one thing, not even a tip of the iceberg I can say. I am not even presenting before you a tip of the iceberg. That means there are hundreds of examples. I am going to take a few and show you. Understand? So what you have to do is, you are always welcome, you are invited to read the book. That's the important thing. See? Okay, then we have got another line here, another line from a poem. That is, but since alas, frail beauty must decay. But since alas, frail beauty must decay. So those interested can definitely go to the book and find number of examples, and also it's very rewarding. Why it's very rewarding I am saying? Because see, you come across these poems, names of poets, anywhere you can quote this. Must be. Okay. So what are the different meanings you can see? What meaning you can say? Beauty is frail. But since alas, frail beauty must decay. So fragility of beauty. Any time it can die. Beauty is frail. So what happens is that the primary meaning is that it is temporary and it is liable to decay. Temporary. Frail means temporary, ephemeral, and also it is liable to decay. Another meaning of frail is moral fragility. He is frail, she is frail. In morality, weak morality you can say. So in that case also you can say, since a person who has no morality or morality is very weak, he or she is bound to decay. A third meaning is physical fragility. If you are very weak, see that? But since alas, frail beauty must decay. You may be very beautiful, but you are unable to get up and stand. So what to do? Fragility, physical fragility. So not only one meaning, but three meanings are there. But they all go together. That's the point. Understand? Ambiguity. But since alas, frail beauty must decay. Don't stand in the gate, don't stand at the junction and say, loudly speak like this. But alas, the frail beauty must decay. Somebody will come and beat you if they know the meaning. Understand that? So that means first, it also has the meaning of moral fragility, moral weakness. Secondly, you have got the temporary frail. This temporary. After all, what is the fame? Fame is but temporary, isn't it? That is fragile. Everything is fragile, like bubbles. Bubbles in the water. Isn't it? Yes, physical fragile. And another line you can see, curled or uncurled, since locks will turn to grey. Curled or uncurled, C-U-R-L-E-D, curled or uncurled. Curled or uncurled, whatever happens, what will happen? Since locks will tend to grey. Curled or uncurled, since locks will turn to grey. So what are the possible meanings? Curled. You can see locks curled by art. Beauty parlor. You go. Suppose your hair is like a string, a wire. See, sometimes it can happen, a wire. You go to a beauty parlor and get it curled. So that is locks curled by art. Or it also means locks uncurled by art. You can see some hair, sometimes very like spring. So what do? They go and straighten it. See? Or naturally curled. Whatever happens, that is it. Curled or uncurled, since locks will tend to get it. Curled here means curled by art, uncurled by art, naturally curled. What will happen? Finally it will decay. Understand? And another line also. And she who scorns a man must die a maid. And she who scorns a man must die a maid. So what does that mean? And she who scorns a man must die. Sorry? Same meaning. That means be normal to get married. If you want to get married or get a husband, you have to be normal. Always you are just getting angry and all this. You will not get a man. Right? Or you can say it is a statement about the limitations of human situation. A statement about the limitations of human situation. That also is possible. So, yeah. So that is, these are all examples. Now what you can do is, you can remember some of this, and if you want you can quote, I'm giving answers and so on. Again I want to tell you, stress this point that solely a very small portion of what is given in the book. See, that's the thing. Now you have got one more passage. You can see, I will give you one more example, that is, thus long, say, thus long have I native mercy swayed. Thus long, about the ruler. Thus long have I native mercy swayed. Thus long have I native mercy swayed. My wrongs dissembled, my revenge delayed. My wrongs dissembled, my wrongs dissembled, and my revenge delayed. My revenge delayed. So, thus long have I native mercy swayed, my wrongs dissembled, my revenge delayed. Say, what is revenge? Revenge is wild justice. So, willing to forgive the offending age. So, willing to forgive the offending age. Are you taking this down? Offending age. So willing to forgive the offending age. So much the father delayed. So much the father did, the king avenge. So much the father delayed, the king avenge. The king avenge. Listen. So much So much the father delayed, the king assuaged, not avenged. So there is one, not avenged, because revenge is delayed. No? So it has to be lessened. Assuage. Assuage means to make less. Assuage. King assuage. Now, you have got some. Thus long have I mercy swayed, my wrongs dissembled, my revenge delayed, so willing to forgive the offending age, so much the father delayed, the king assuaged. See that? So what you have got? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. In effect 3, isn't it? You have got swayed, you have got dissembled, you have got delayed. Each one can be either a verb, a full verb, or it can be a participle. A full verb independently or a participle independently. So that is the ambiguity here. If you take it as a verb, all of them are as verb, then what is the meaning? I have been swayed by mercy, that is ruled by merciful means. I have been swayed by mercy. So if you consider this as verb, for example, swayed verb, swayed, dissembled, and delayed. Suppose you consider them as verb. Then what will be the meaning? Consider them as that means I have ruled mercifully. I have ruled mercifully. I have ruled mercifully. Isn't it? That is the meaning. I have ruled mercifully. Suppose it is participle, you take it as. Then what is the meaning? My natural mercy has induced me either to delay or to dissemble or both. My natural mercy. Suppose you take them as participle. My natural mercy, you can say, if participle, suppose you consider as participle, past participle, my natural mercy, you can say, what does it mean? My natural mercy. What has happened to my natural mercy, you can say, has induced me either to delay or to dissemble or both. Has induced me either to delay or dissemble or both. So that is the meaning. So two different, apparently you can see, alternative meanings are resolved into one. Listen. So it is. These are the examples. More examples will follow. Examples from Shakespeare, you will get examples because of emendations because of examples that you will see, and also you will find different uses of say and of and so on. You see, and also certain constructions in Shakespeare like noun plus noun followed by noun. Noun plus noun followed by noun. These things we will see in the next class. Till then, bye. Have a nice time. Enjoy your life. I hope that this mic, this one here, this is a microphone, as you can see, and some generous person has donated this to me, saying that my sound is not focusing. See, there is no focus for my sound. So they said that it is being what the word used by them is, it is spread like this. The sound is spread like this. So they sent this microphone to me, saying that you can use it. Okay, I am very grateful to that gentleman or somebody. I don't know. It came without In the name, exact name is not given. Address is, my address, two address is there, but from address is not very clear. So that means somebody who sent me this does not want me to know that person. Who is that? So it's an anonymous gift given to me. Whatever it is. Let us see if there is improvement. In that case, definitely I will be using this in my future lectures. Okay? So till we meet again, bye. Have a nice time. Enjoy your life.